Hello. Today we're going to be reviewing, oh god, it's white so it's difficult, Raise High the Roof Beam Carpenters and Seymour an Introduction. What I forgot to do in my last video was show you the slip that I pulled from my summer TBR jar, which would have told you that that was the book I was going to be reading next. I will not make that mistake again. In fact, I have the slip right here. We'll do it at the end. I'll put it there to remind myself. So anyway, J.D. Salinger book. We'll put it this way. The only Salinger I'd read besides this, before this, was The Catcher in the Rye. I do not enjoy The Catcher in the Rye. And therefore, I assumed that I would not enjoy J.D. Salinger. And I have written him off for years. And what I did was I watched the documentary Salinger because, I've heard people tell me it's interesting. And I had to reread The Catcher in the Rye this year for a class, which I did. Still didn't like it. I appreciate the structure and some of the things it tries to do. Don't enjoy it. Don't think it's a particularly great novel. Although I know it's beloved by many, and I apologize to those I offend. So what I did is that he only has like 3 other books that he published. So I decided I would, and by choice, because he's kind of a weirdo asshole. Yeah, I'm saying it. I still don't like J.D. Salinger. I don't know why I gotta get so angry about it. Anyway. It bugs me that he only has 3 books. Not because he didn't write. Like, I get it. If you don't want to write, that's fine. But the fact that he's, like, so uppity about it. Like, oh, I'm not going to publish because people change my things. Like, they might move a period. Or, like, they don't put in the typeface I want. Like, okay, J.D. Salinger, whatever. Like, you're not perfect. I don't even think your writing is particularly good. I don't know what you're all up in arms about. Anyway, it's been 2 minutes. I haven't said anything about this. So, he has 3 other books, and I've decided this summer to try to read all 3 of them. That way, when people talk about Salinger, I can have an informed opinion that I don't like him. I know that doesn't make sense, but whatever. So, he didn't write any more novels. His only novel to date is The Catcher in the Rye. He does have novellas, and that's what this is. He has Raise High the Roof Beam Carpenters, which is one novella, and then Seymour an Introduction is another, and they're both put together in this book. I will say that I think Raise High the Roof Beam Carpenters is vastly more interesting than Seymour an Introduction. I did not particularly enjoy either one of them, and therefore I didn't really particularly enjoy this book. I think we went from, in Salinger, in my opinion, has gone from god-awful to mediocre at best. That's how I feel about this book. And I really do apologize to anybody. I know The Catcher in the Rye is beloved by many. I know Salinger is loved by many. And I do apologize if I offend you. I really don't get it. I'm not being obtuse. I'm not trying to be an ass. I really do not get it. I read this, and there were parts of it that were entertaining. There were parts of it that were funny. There were a lot of parts of it that I thought were slop. I don't particularly enjoy his writing style. I think it's juvenile. I don't think he's that talented. And I don't think his characters are particularly entertaining. They're bumbling. I was gonna say in my head there that I don't care for characters who don't know what the hell they want in life. But I can if they show some sort of potential, or they're at least entertaining or interesting. His characters are not interesting, not entertaining, don't have any potential, and don't know what the hell they want in life. And that is the perfect storm for just crap character, in my mind, and in my opinion. And the fact that his writing isn't anything to write home about doesn't lift these characters. I also think he's very heavy-handed with his symbolism, and with the themes he chooses to follow. And I get that, I get the feeling that J.D. Salinger is a whiny little kid who picked up his toys and went home because he didn't like the way people were playing with them. And that kind of bugs me. So that's my review of Raise High the Roof Beam Carpenters and Seymour an Introduction. Read it if you want, I don't care. I will. It didn't help. It elevated from The Catcher in the Rye, but that's not saying much. because I think that book's utter crap. Sorry. I'm sorry. That's how I feel. I can't help it. Comment below. Tell me I'm an idiot. Or agree with me. Someone, please. See, I almost forgot again. The book that got selected from the TBR jar, and that I will be reading next, yeah, I have it here with me, is Waiting for the Barbarians by J.M. Coetzee. And that is right here. So this is what I'll be reading. This will be my next review, and when I get done with that, I'll pick another book from the TBR jar and announce it at the end of that review. So as always, have a happy life and good reading.